For those people who use kdenLive, I have a question about this version I am using here. I have, here, go here to the version. I'm using what I at this time is the latest version, 17.04.3. But what I'm finding with this version is when I go to render my video, I have a lot less options to work with. I've always liked to edit with MPEG-4, but just be able to say, I don't see the part in here where I can just select the two-pass encoding, like right there. I can't select that. And also there's just to tell it the bit rate that I want it to be. And usually I just make it either, there's a drop-down menu that's either 4,000, 8,000, for your bit rate. Now this newer version doesn't seem to have that at all. I looked in different, going through the different things. Now someone might say, well, you just got to enter in all this formula stuff here, what you want, but I have no idea how to do that unless I could just simply copy and paste it in here. But I'll go to another video where I can show the older version, which I think was a much better version, because you can bring up and down your quality here, but I want to just get an idea of, it says quality 23 here, but I want to know, am I bringing the quality up, like, or am I bringing it higher? 23 and 15 is better quality. I don't get this at all. So if someone explain this to me, in this version, can I get the rendering options that used to be on the older version of kdenLive, the one that I've grown to know and love? Or am I stuck with this? Is there a setting in here somehow that we can fix that? Maybe somebody can make a video and link it to me and explain this to me. Anyway, I'll go to my other computer where I have the older version of kdenLive, and the one that I'm most pleased with. Another thing with this version too, the newer version, is the audio levels are up here, where you see what's going on. Where the older version, you would see the audio levels in a different in your audio directory, this audio part of the timeline here, and you can put your edits to your audio if you want to bring your audio up and all that. Where this, it's just mixed in with the video on this version. Where other versions, there's two lines here. There's one line for the video line and one line for the audio line. And some of them you can even just separate the audio from the video and be able to move them around your timeline, or just delete the audio and just go fully with the video. Anyway, I'll go to my other computer. So this is the older version that I've been using, and it's version 15.12.3. And this version that does everything. It's the bomb, man. It's like the best. It has the I can see the audio there. So if I want to cut things out, I can do that, and it makes it really nice and easy to cut out. Drops in the audio. If I pause for a second to think, I can cut that out of the timeline, and it's a much better version. And when I go to render, I can see MP4, and I can select the CBR is usually what I use when I'm encoding, because you have the option to select your bit rate here from 8,000 to 4,000, 2,000, 1,000. I usually just go with 4,000, but if I'm doing a screencast tutorial, maybe I'll bump it up to 8,000 just to have that clarity. You can select and deselect the two-pass encoding. So I don't know what I'm going to do with my other computer. The reason why I put kdenLive on that, it is a computer that has a FireWire connection on it. So I just wanted to be able to transfer some stuff off of an old-fashioned camcorder before the SD cards, to be able to capture some footage from to archive and save. So anyway, I don't know if I need to revert back to on the other system, is just to revert back to this one. Is there a way how I can do that, where I can revert back to this version of kdenLive? So one thing for sure is I don't want to update kdenLive, because I like this version of kdenLive. this is the version that I'm gonna hold on to. And this version is the version when you go to the software manager. In this version of Linux, which is I believe it's 18. 18 something. Anyway, when I go into this version, it's the one that's just right in the software repository, and it was a good version, good stable version. So I don't know what I'll do is I'll revert back on my other system. I don't know how to do that. If I can't figure out how to revert back, I just installed Linux Mint on it, so I might just reinstall Linux Mint just to have kdenLive, because that's the killer app for Linux Mint, is to be able to use kdenLive. So if anyone has an answer why that is, if there's a way to get these nice rendering settings, please let me know in the comments. Send me a video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for helping.